back to recatyoga and to a new video. I want to share with you something that I learned today from a yoga instructor about bringing a little ease into your practice. There's lots of ways you can do this. I'm going to be reminding us as we go through this lovely, perfect workout for you today. This perfect practice that will get us moving, and hopefully when we're holding poses that are a little harder, we're going to think about where we can bring in a little love and a little ease to our practice today. Starting with, maybe you have a block or a towel. So these are going to help us bring a little comfort into our practice today. And if you have one, please go grab that now and come back. I'm going to sit up on my block, open up my hips a little bit. One of my favorite things to do, especially if I've been sitting a lot, just to ease into my practice, to lift up my hips. It helps me lift up my spine. You could sit on a blanket or a couch pillow, something like that, to lift you up. So do that now and come back and join me. All right, so we're set up a little bit, elevated, gives us a little more opening of the hips. I'd like you first of all just to run your hands down your knees and back. Just kind of warming up our palms. Your gaze, your eyes can be closed or maybe lowered. It's kind of softened towards the ground. So as we're gently running our hands down to our knees and back again, I'd like you to home in on the warmth that you feel from your own body. Just the comfort of moving your hands back and forth. Maybe bring into your breath. So awareness to your breath. Maybe even slower. Running that length down to your knee with your breath. Inhale on the way out. And exhale on the way back. Now changing that so you're inhaling through your nose and blowing out through your mouth. Next time when you inhale, reaching into your knees, stay there. Just round those shoulders back. Open up your chest. Continuing to breathe. This time with your inhale, reaching up from your pelvic bones all the way up to the root of your head. And as you exhale, keeping that spine nice and long, so you can bring any relaxation into your cheeks, your jaw, your shoulders. As you're here, just breathing, a quick check of your body, continuing to breathe. Is there anywhere you could bring a little of that ease, a little of that relaxation? Maybe it's your hips, your knees, still your shoulders or your neck. Make a little adjustment. While we're here, I'm just going to move into a slight twist. So take your right hand and take it over onto your left knee, just on the outside of your knee. Just twist open slightly to the right. If you'd like, you can flick your eyes open slightly if they were closed. And with your next inhale, spine stays the same, seat stays the same. You're just taking that twist over to the other side. Inhale, lift up that spine. Exhale, rotate those shoulders. And inhale over to the other side. This time with an exhale, float over. And an inhale, reach high. Keep that moving with your breath. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, lift up. This time, the left hand stays, right hand comes behind you. Open up that chest. Push up, out of those shoulders. Gaze goes up. Lift up your chin. Relax your jaw. And with an exhale, bring those hands through the front. Clasp them together and push them out. And inhale, they land down into your lap. Well done. You're here, we're breathing, we're doing yoga together. That's all it is. Now, we're gonna come over, take out your block if you had one, and come over into all fours. Sticking with that notion of ease today. You could bring that towel or blanket under your knees. We're just going to think about our hand positioning. That beautiful yoga high five. Bring that high five pressure all the way from your thumbs to your fingers. You should look here and look down at your wrists. See if you have your shoulder, your elbows, and your wrists stacked. Remembering again to feel this rather than to run off, go look in the mirror. You can feel this, have a look down, look around. Your knees and your hips should be stacked, but at the moment we're just going to take some rotations. Round to the right. A little massage of our wrists and our hips. And back to the left. Coming into neutral. A little tap of those feet at the back. Allowing your feet to rest down onto the bottom. I'm going to go through some beautiful cat-cow poses. So as you exhale, pushing up into cat. And as you inhale, rounding that back. Gaze goes forwards, moving with your own breath. Inhaling, open up that chest. And exhale, pushing up. As you inhale this time, think of rotating those shoulders. And as you exhale, see if you can reach that through that pelvis all the way through your spine. Push into the ground a little more. So you're pushing in through all 5 points of your fingers. Try and take away that pressure off your wrist. And back through neutral. Good job. While we're here, we're just going to push back our left leg. So everything else stays the same. Going to push back and rock back and forth on that heel. An option here to lift that up, stretching through that back foot. And it comes back down, switching out the leg. Rocking back and forth. Option to stay where you are or to lift that up today. Kick that heel back. And coming back. We're going to lift up that foot one more time. And this time you're going to take that foot behind you into kind of a mini stretch here of your hips. So you can stay right here, or you can take that right hand, move it slightly, curving that foot back, and open up into a nice twist. Staying here for a moment. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, check in at where can we bring some ease into our body today. Maybe we could engage our core a little more to take some relief off our wrist. And inhale, we're going to uncurve and back to all fours. But not for long, because we're going to take that front hand forward and take a stretch through underneath. Nice job. Breathing here. Reaching those hips up to the ceiling. And we'll check in with your body. And on your next inhale, reaching back through center, hand comes down, back into our all four position. Good job. Take a little break off your wrists, maybe give them a twirl. Finding stillness. We're going to reach that right leg back, reaching it over. Feel that stretch, and tilt that back leg to about 45 degrees at the back, and peeling up, open up into that nice stretch. Notice how that feels on this stage, on this side, stage of our practice, this side of our body. Can we look up to our thumb? Maybe we can. Inhale, reach up through that palm. And exhale, check in with your body. See if we can bring any stillness, any relaxation to our body, any ease. And as we inhale, that hand floats down, back to the mat, untwisting with our hips. And this time we're going to take our right hand down to our elbow. This hand comes through, thread the needle, and down to the ground. Remembering to breathe. Check in, have we moved our body so it's shifted all the way over to the right? Can we straighten up a little? How does that make our body feel? Nice big breath in. And blowing it all out. On our next inhale, push into the ground with that left hand. Other hand slips in, and we're coming back. Moving our hands this time a little bit further forward as we rock up, peeling our hips up into downward dog. Just gonna rock again on our feet, toes, all the way down. Aiming our heels to the ground, they might not reach. Pedaling out the feet, finding some comfort here. Nice big breath in. And exhale, gaze goes back, peel those hips up again. And to just explore a little bit with opening our feet up. So we're opening our toes in towards the middle. We have about a 1 o'clock on our left leg and 11 o'clock on our right leg. Just notice how that feels. Remembering to breathe. Lift back up through the heels. Bring our feet back through center. Pedal it out. Maybe lift one leg and another. And this time we're going to move our feet out. External rotation. Remembering to bring our shoulders back. Gaze goes back through. This time we have 11 o'clock on our left foot and a 1 o'clock on our right foot. Staying here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, back down. And then we're going to lift and float our right foot. bringing it forward, remembering our ease today. If we start right here, need to bring our foot down, just grab it and bring it in front. Nice job. Staying erect high just for a second, and then dropping that back knee down onto the towel, uncurl those toes. Nice job. Gonna just get ourselves steady, push into the ground. Notice our feet. Can we bring the weight from our heel up into the front of our foot just as much? And we're going to lift our front body up, pushing up into the thigh. Roll those shoulders back. Gaze goes forward. Lift up proud and strong through your spine. Exploring with your gaze, could you reach it up higher? Could you bring up your hands? But it's perfectly okay to leave your hands right here. Check in with your knee and your ankle, that they're nice aligned. Another breath, deep breath in. Spine goes long, exhale, shoulders back. We're going to take those hands behind us and open them up. See how this makes us feel. You are perfectly okay to stay right here, or maybe just take one hand back. And exhale, hands come down, all the way down to the ground. We take a bit of a counter pose by shifting our hips back. Toe stays down onto the floor for a second, then lifts all the way up. And here once again, get yourself comfortable. What would make this pose a little more ease for you? Maybe it's the placement of your hands. Maybe you can relax those fingers, take a little bit of weight off those hands to release the tension. Lightly bring them back, like they're supporting a glass egg. You don't want to push too hard into the ground. Maybe it's our shoulders that come up. Relax those back. Using our breath, mentally check through our body. How's the stretch feel for you today? And as you inhale, rock forward. You're going to move that foot back just a little bit. Lift up that back heel. Coming up here. I'm going to turn that back foot to about 45 degrees. And there are a couple of options here. If you're feeling today that you want to stay down onto the ground, you're going to stay this way. And then you're going to lift up and over, just like this. If you are feeling confident in your body today, and you'd like to come right up here into Warrior Two, go ahead and do that now. Whichever way you choose. Reach for your body, take up some space. Your gaze goes through that front hand, checking in with that back hand. And with an exhale, reach forward, bend, your knee stays bent, wherever your back knee is today. You're going to turn that knee, if you're down on the ground, back, lift up slightly, and move that foot back into a high plank or a low plank. Uncurl those feet and gently roll down to the ground. We're going to push back up again, curl back those shoulders, and you can stay right here, or if it feels good to you today, open up those shoulders, coming down into baby cobra, pushing up, that nice curve. Try not to pinch your neck, so move your head forward so it's kind of straight, so you can feel like a little sphinx. And relax that head all the way down to the ground. Hands come beside your shoulders. Push, uncurl those toes and push up. And coming back into downward dog. Remember, we can keep these knees as bent as you wish. Pedal it out a little, hinging up, peeling back into your pelvis. Shoulders nice and open. We're going to take our other leg and move that through. Now remembering again, we just get to here and we pull it through. It's just fine. We're all working through. In fact, I probably need to do that on this side today. So lining up, just feel how that feels right here. And then you're gently going to roll that knee down to the ground. We're going to check in our knee and our ankle alignment. Uncurl that back foot. Find a little space here as you need to. Bring that padding underneath. And lifting up to put our hands onto our knee. Embrace any wobbles that you feel here. Maybe you need to widen a little bit. The wobbles get too much. But roll out those shoulders. Bring that chest proud out in front. Good job. Guys are looking amazing. Remembering to breathe. Option here, if you would like, you can bring those hands up. Inhale, reach them high. Exhale, relax those shoulders. Taking up some space. Good job. Inhale, reach up through the fingers. Exhale, rolling away. Nicely done. And bringing those hands back down on to your knee. Good job, nicely done. When you're ready, return down back to the ground. Cupcaking those hands, those nice gentle fingers. Shift those hips back. Root that toe up. See how it feels with your toes on first, then shift the hip back, lift up. Hips remain pointing towards the front. And how does that feel? Are you able to take some weight off your fingers? Are you able just to make your fingers a little lighter? Can you relax your shoulders a little more, your neck? Keeping your gaze down, not twisting your neck. And inhale, shift forwards again. Options here, we're going to move into a warrior two. So check your front alignment first. Don't let your knee slip in or out. And if you're taking this down on the ground, you can just switch this out into 45 degrees and open up into a warrior two. If you're feeling a little flamboyant today and would like to come all the way up, that foot comes back 45 degrees, opening up into warrior two on this side. Gaze goes over your front hand, checking in with the back hand. And feel nice length here in your body. Inhale, spine nice and long. Fingers reach from one to the other. Exhale, where can you release a little bit into this pose? Where can you find a bit more ease? Notice where your feet are touching the ground. Can you shift a little bit of your weight towards your toes? Maybe wiggle your toes. And on your next inhale, moving forward gently. We are making our way down to the ground. So if your knee is down on 45 degrees, flip it round so it's back through center. Bring your hands down to support you. And come back down. into that position one more time. This time we're going to uncurl our foot. We should all be in this position now. And bring ourselves to the front of the mat. Inhale, open up. You can keep a nice loose feeling on your knees here. But you're going to feel a nice stretch all the way from your tailbone, all the way up through your head. Gaze stays down. And exhale, bend those knees down, round down. Inhale once again. Exhale, roll those shoulders back. Staying here for a breath. Exhale, hands come down, bend. And inhale, we're coming up here into chair pose. If you need to widen your feet, or if you want to bring them together, whatever feels comfortable to you today, take your gaze ahead. Okay, this is a hard pose. Where can we bring some ease into our body? Maybe our shoulders, maybe our jaw is tight. Maybe we need to shake our head a little. Maybe if we concentrate on pushing through our fingers. Maybe our feet have kind of moved on to one side or another. Move them back. Check in and see. And bring our hands through center, rounding back down to the ground. Push into the ground. Come light onto your toes. So here, you can bend your knees as much as you like. We're just going to come on to our toes and back to our heels. So however bent our knees need to be. For our hands to remain light. So rocking back and forth on our toes. And then bend our knees all the way down. Reach out those feet. Find that nice soft towel or blanket or whatever you have to sit on. Inhale, round your shoulders and a nice cat back. Exhale, blow it all out. Push, relax those shoulders. Inhale, back through center. Good job. Just before we finish, we're going to do extra little twist, taking your right foot over, opening up that chest. So you're rounding those shoulders. We're not bringing them up, we're rounding them out, relaxing them down. And nice and light at the back. And just breathe. Take a really nice deep breath in. Blow it all out. Check in with your body, your mind. Notice where your body is touching the ground, supported. And unwinding over to the other side. Opening up, remembering to open up your chest rather than rounding the shoulders. Remembering to breathe, relax that arm down. I noticed I had tension in my wrist. Just check in and see, where can I make myself a little more comfortable today? And as we exhale, keeping that one foot in, hug in the other knee. Open up, just bring a nice hug, bring your body together. Rock back and forth. A little bit from side to side. Sweep that head around and coming back into a seated position. You can see me through this beautiful sunlight. It's gradually coming towards sunset here in Colorado. So inhale again. Exhale, soften your gaze. Soften your body. Done some really great work today, and let's just give a little moment, a little shout out to you for coming today and for sharing your practice with me. Also, let's go back to the start and how maybe there's some way we can soften and just find a little calm in somewhere that is uncomfortable. Just like we did with our body, we checked in. Where can I soften? Where can I give a little bit on my body body to take these challenging poses and own them, to own them as how I feel in my body, how you feel in your body. So I hope that was helpful today, and thank you very much again for coming and sharing your practice with me, whether this is the beginning of the day or like it is here at the end of the day here. You are always welcome. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and you can meet me here again soon, where we'll practice bringing ease into our practice and our everyday world. Thank you.